I play, Ralph Saatchi, who's a detective in the Bronx, who comes across a lot of really brutal crimes in his work, and in this case, he has to contemplate that there might be some paranormal circumstances involved.
And then, how did you prepare to play a cop? Because it seemed like a really physical kind of role.
Yeah, well, it was a lot of fun actually. I've always dreamt of playing a cop, and I've never done it before. So this is my first time, and I got to spend some time with a real Ralph Saatchi. He's a very, very intense guy with a lot of great stories, and had a great co-star in Joel McHale. So we actually had a lot of fun doing it.
And then also, now you are obviously Australian, so how did you perfect that accent? Because you're really good at it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just practice.
Just practice.
We're not allowed to be Australian in movies anymore, so we all have to be good at accents if from my country. But it was a lot of fun. It's a great accent to play, and sometimes the more extreme they are, the easier they are. I don't know why, but.
And then, like it said, and like you just said, that it's based off of a true story, and that you actually had time you spent with the real guy.
Yeah.
What did he tell you? Was he happy with your portrayal?
I don't want to ask him that question. He's a pretty intense guy in real life, so I haven't asked him yet. But I enjoyed hanging out with him. We had a good time. And to be honest, most of the time we were just talking about motorcycles rather than police work and exorcisms. But he had a lot of amazing stories. His job was very intense. When he worked in the 4-6 precinct of the Bronx, it was designated as the most dangerous square mile in America at the time. And so it's amazing he even survived, really.
And then do you personally believe in the supernatural, this kind of stuff, like the clairvoyant kind of stuff?
I feel differently about it now, having worked on the film and spent a lot of time with Scott and with Ralph. So there's no doubt that it's far more interesting to consider the subject in serious terms. It's easy to be dismissive. It makes us feel more comfortable to joke about it. But no, I do think some people like Ralph have a different antenna for this sort of stuff.
And you never asked him if, hey, what is this real? Or you just kind of.
Well, we exaggerated a lot of the stuff. At the end of the day, we're just trying to scare the hell out of you. So
it worked.
we were happy to put a bit of special sauce wherever required.
And then I have one final question. Okay, and I don't know if I'm the only one that's ever going to ask you this, but what was with the doors? Are you trying to say Jim Morrison is Satan, or
No, I think we just find the Doors really cool, and both Scott and I really love the Doors, and it was just an interesting idea, a device to use some of their music, and it fitted the script. So we were very fortunate enough to be able to get the rights to it, and we're big fans of the Doors.